Hey there, my name is Brian Mogema. Let me hope you're good. Please don't scroll. Let us have some little talk together before you go. Today I want to talk about forgiveness. I know there is someone here and you have problems with forgiving. There is this person that has hurt you. There are some people that have just hurt you so deep. Your heart is bleeding and you're hurting seriously. And you could have gone through this series of pain for a couple of years. On the outside, you look good. On the outside, you're smiling. And everything just looks okay. But deep inside, you're dying. Deep inside, you know something is not working out the way it's supposed to be. And nobody realizes that. It's probably because of the cords that you're still tying within your heart because someone hurt you. Could have been in a relationship, could have been through family. We go through a lot of trauma, childhood trauma as we're growing up. And guess what? The most challenging part of this story is the fact that the people that hurt us never realized they did. Even if they do, they think it's as simple as just saying, forgive me, I'm sorry, and everything has got to go back to normal. Yet in actual sense, that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's why today I decided to come. We talk about forgiveness. Why you need to forgive. Okay. You could be there. You could have gone through a lot as you're growing up. Some of us grew up with our stepmothers. I just thank God that mine was very good. Machala Nakamia. I love you so much. But then there are some others that didn't have it the right way. It had to be. You could have gone through some psychological torture. You could have gone through, just a lot. For some people, you grew up when your mama was being beaten up by the father. And you ended up hating men like nothing for that. Till now, you've not yet forgiven them. For others, you've just been mistreated by that lady that took care of you as we're growing up. Could be the mama herself or whatever. And you hate them that much. You've not forgiven them. It could have been your first cut as in a relationship. Whatever they did. Recently I was talking to someone and she told me I'll never forgive Jackson for having been my first cut. And then, too bad. He ended up cheating on me with my best friend. These things happen day in, day out. And people go with those wounds in their hearts that nobody gets to address. Yes, we're here. We need to talk about it. You've been with the wound for a long time and now it feels okay for you to be with your wound, as you so call it. You've had this scar and every time someone talks about it, you feel offended. Every time you see someone going through the same situation that you went through, you feel that pain for them. You feel offended. Sometimes you even react towards it. If you feel aggressive about it, you feel like you gotta do something about it. It's not by accident. It's not coincidental that sometimes when you see someone mistreating a woman, you feel that bad. Probably your father was doing it to your mother. It's not by coincidence that you are there feeling so much passionate about helping a girl child. Some of them have just been, for example, for those that have been defiled and raped. Sometimes it could have been the universe telling you, you know what, you need to forgive yourself for this. You need to forgive someone that has done it to you so that you could be free. Forgiveness is forgive. Why you and I need to forgive is because sometimes you could be there and it's you hurting the person that wronged you, and not even feeling the guilt over it. So you're there battling with distrust. You have trust issues because the first person you trusted probably laid you down. They probably didn't deserve that chance of being forgiven. And so you end up needing not to trust anybody anymore. And it feels understandable until you realize you're hurting them more. You're intensifying the situation within you, your internal environment. You are bleeding deep inside, and maybe we need to get a better strategy. Maybe covering it up won't take it away. Maybe we need to get some uncomfortable conversations about this. Maybe you and I need to go through a walk of forgiveness. Maya Angelou once said, "Forgive them not because they so deserve it, but because you deserve peace." Sometimes it tortures us so much because we've not forgiven the others. It hurts us the more. It hurts more. It hurts us more, much more than it ought to, because for the others, they probably don't even feel the need to be forgiven. They probably haven't even seen they are wrong. You've been into this relation and you've given all that you had, and guess what? And the guy you've been loving this much, the girl you've been loving this much, has been having at least 4 others that love him much more than you do. And so he can't realize you do. At the end of the day, once you realize you've been cheated on, you feel this much pain. And guess what? You won't even feel the guilt. So you're going to go with your wounds, and he's going to move on with his life. That is how unfair sometimes the universe can turn out to be. But what if we forgave and gave ourselves another reason to love again? Sometimes you may not need to forgive the others necessarily. It starts with you. You might need to forgive yourself for having given in so much. You may need to forgive yourself for having expected a lot. You may need to forgive yourself sometimes for having led yourself into the situation that hurt you. Probably that's when you will have the boldness to do it again, but this time around expecting something better. You are there. You hate people so much that it sometimes covers up the fact that you've been eaten up by it. Deep inside you, you know something is not fine with you, but you're covering it up. You're making everything seem okay. Maybe you need to talk to someone about this. If you cannot let them go, if you can't let it go and move on with your life, you probably need to talk to someone about it. And that's why I come in. If you so wish to be helped, I'm always available. We can always talk about it. We can always talk through it, whatever, and get to the bottom of it, so you could forgive, so you could be free. Yes, so as we are setting the others free, we also need to be free. Actually, for you to have the power to forgive whoever wronged you, you need to forgive yourself for having given in to that person that they wronged you. You need to forgive yourself for having given them the authority over you. You need to forgive yourself for having thought maybe they would understand you better than anybody else does. Because most of the people that wrong us deep are our best friends. They're our parents who close. Just as the Bible says that someone's enemy will be that one who is close. So, I think it's a higher time as we're kickstarting the year 2026, the year of excellence, the year of growth and development, whatever you could call it. The year that is acing all the other years. I think it's a high time we strategized and re-strategized, and it's something better. Not for the world, but for us. Let me tell you, as I always tell you, your story, your power, it all starts with you. You're not forgiving them because they so much deserve to be forgiven. You are forgiving them because you deserve the peace. You're not forgiving them because they need to be free. You are forgiving them because you need to be free. You're setting them free so you could also be free. That's probably the reason as to why you and I actually need to forgive. This act of just pretending as if everything is okay, but just one thing triggers everything and brings back the pain that you've been having, and those scars start bleeding the more. How about we forgive them? I know it's painful. You could be there and tell me, Brian, you don't know what I went through. You don't know what I had to go through because of that man. You don't know what I had to go through because of that rape. You don't know what I had to go through because of the defilement. Oh God, sometimes you could have been there and it's your parent, it's your relative, your uncle, your niece, your cousin that defiled you as we're growing up. I know that pain. I know the trauma. I know how serious it can get, to the fact that you could even hate men so much and you don't even want to get married to any man. I know how serious it can turn out to be. But what if I told you it's your time to heal? It's your healing time. And guess what? It starts with you. It starts from a point of acknowledging the fact that you need help. It starts from the point of realizing that it's been deep, of realizing that it's painful, but the price to it is worth it. And so you're going to deliberately make a choice to get it. Your freedom. Your peace. I mean the inner peace. And one of the keys, actually the most fundamental key towards it, is forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Set yourself free over it. And then set them free as well. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, you'll feel gratified. You'll feel better. If you believe in scriptures, I want to remind you of Matthew chapter number 6 and 12, as Jesus was teaching us to pray. And he told us to pray, Father in heaven, Lord be your name, your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those. In that prayer, the line of forgiveness is so conditioned. Forgive us as we forgive those. In other words, if we do not forgive others, our Father in heaven will not forgive us. He gave us a condition: for me to forgive you, forgive them. Yes, I love you, but for me to love you the right way, love them. Even the people you call your enemies. I know this is so serious. I know it's so painful. I can imagine. But what if I told you it's the only way towards your freedom, towards your peace, and you have to take it? Sometimes it feels like you are at this ocean and the waves are so seriously raging against you. But you have to be deliberate about the fact that you have to sail across. You have to be deliberate about the fact that whatever the storm is, you must stand still in order for you to overcome it all. That's why I came today, to help us get healed and go through the healing journey. I know it's a process. It's not something you're just going to do overnight. You're not just going to come out and say, okay, I've forgiven you, and go just like that. It's a choice that takes a lot more choices about it. For you to do some things that you hate doing. For you to meet some people that you had sworn not to meet ever again. For you to do some things that look weird. Those triggers that bring back the tough memories. But it starts with you having a place in your heart that says, I'm ready to forgive. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to be happy again. I'm ready to get over this. And I am always here. You can always hit me up on WhatsApp. My number is 0752576561. You can always hit me up on WhatsApp, free of charge, mind you. We can always talk about it. We can always get healed. Okay, we can always get better. Yes, this is a journey that you and I have got to go through together. So, be deliberate about it. Forgive them. Sometimes you just need to be like Jesus and say, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Yes. Sometimes you just need to tell them. You just need to tell yourself, they don't know what they're doing. They're like kids. So I need to forgive them. Yep. So I think it's my time to let us go. And as I'm concluding, remember, it's your freedom that matters most. It's your inner peace that matters most. And for you to grow, you need your inner peace. For you to get better, you need to be serene. Your mental sanity is key. So before anyone else, it's always supposed to be you first. Remember, your story, your power. It's you to decide. Thank you.